You can't have the thing because you're repelling it. You want it too bad. You're putting it on a pedestal. You feel like if you have the thing, then it's going to validate some type of issue that you have within yourself, that you feel like you lack the thing, whether it's like love or friendship or energy, whatever you feel like you lack, but like you like want it so bad to the point where you're repelling it, to the point where you are putting it before yourself, to the point where you're being distracted by the things that you're really supposed to be focused on, but you're being distracted by the thing that you want so bad. Have you ever felt like someone was like kind of had a repelling kind of energy? Like, it's not necessarily the person, it's just like their energy. Like, maybe they are so in love with you, but like they don't even really have a reason to be in love with you. Or maybe the person wants to be your friend so bad, but like it just feels as if they kind of have like a needy energy, if you will. Then it repels naturally. And I think that it comes from this place within yourself where you feel like you've lacked the thing. This having this friendship or having this relationship or whatever kind of validates whatever you feel like you already lack. So like it makes you feel like, okay, if I'm friends with this person, then that makes me worthy of the thing that I first felt unworthy of. Like, you're looking at the thing that you want so badly as something to feel worthy of yourself, because at some point in your life you felt unworthy of the thing or of the job or whatever it is that you're wanting. But because you want it so bad, you're repelling it. Your energy is like, it's kind of like two magnets that are that just won't go together. Like, the energy from the magnet is repelling the other magnet because we're trying to force it together. So, and it doesn't go, but you're still forcing the energy to be, when it just like flip it over on the other side or something, or get another magnet and see if they go, you know? So it's like you keep trying to force this one thing, but that's not even the thing that you need to be focused on. Like, you're focused on the wrong magnet. Find another one that actually fits and that you both naturally gravitate towards one another instead of repelling each other. So that's why you can't have the thing. And it's just something that I've been like going through. And I'll tell y'all about it like as I'm going through it and as I'm learning the things that I need to learn. Just sharing it with y'all, you know, see if you can resonate or see if it helps you in some kind of way. But like, the thing that I'm like letting go of right now, I have been realizing that in some instance I've put it on a pedestal. And I just wasn't really all that aware of the fact that I put it on a pedestal like that. And I feel bad, but like, I feel like those are that's just how I know I'm having to take accountability. And another thing that I wanted to mention, the shame that I'm feeling is me looking in the mirror, taking that hard look in the mirror and saying that it is me. I'm the one that's blocking my own like manifestations because I have too big of an attachment to it. Like, I need it too bad, you know? And even if I'm saying consciously that I don't need it, subconsciously I'm still like, my energy is still clinging on to the fact that I need it, you know? And so that's I was talking about that in one of my other videos, about how like we have to let go of the ego so that we can look in the mirror, so that we can take accountability. But me feeling those feelings is just a sign that I am taking accountability, because I am feeling shame towards like my actions, and not even necessarily my actions, but just like Well, I mean, yeah, I guess my actions, but I didn't do anything like wrong. It was just the way I was like moving about certain things. But like, yeah, I feel the, I guess, shame, the regret, the resentment that I feel like towards myself, and kind of not necessarily towards the situation, but just how I moved. Like, those are all the feelings that I'm feeling, and it's like painful a little bit, but it's also liberating because I'm like, okay, now I get to make a new decision. I get to make a new choice. That's what I was going to say earlier, but I couldn't like get it out. You get to choose what kind of experience you have. I could have chosen. I've known this for months. I've known what I should do for months, y'all. At this point, I have known. I chose not to follow my inner guidance, my inner compass. I chose not to be obedient. I chose not to listen to God. And as a result of me not listening to God, this is like the experience that I'm experiencing. So it's like, if I can just listen, because I've been getting like this feeling, this guidance for some months now, and I keep ignoring it because for me, I was feeling the lack. I was feeling like, okay, well, I'll feel more worthy if I have this. Like, I'll feel like I can do this if I have this. Why can't I do the thing that I need to do right now? Why do I need this other thing in order to have what I want? Why can't I have what I want right now? Like, I chose my own suffering, and now I'm having to sit here and take accountability because I didn't choose the way that my soul wanted me to go to begin with. But the way that I chose was causing me pain. It wasn't flowing. And now I'm having to face the cold hard facts that that wasn't the way that I was supposed to go. So now that I am choosing to be obedient and choosing to truly let go, practice letting go, practicing detachment from these things that we think we want, that we think we need, that we think will validate us, and just really focusing on the now, the present, focusing on feeling the love within yourself, focusing on everything that only has to do with you, and like not anything else, not this other thing that you've been wanting. Focusing fully on you, putting in the energy where the energy is supposed to go, but most of all, like understanding that you don't have to sacrifice yourself for these things. You don't have to do what you don't want to do for these things. You know, you don't have to settle if it's not 100% amazing. You don't have to be afraid of the rejection or the failure or the shame, the taking accountability. Like, you don't have to be afraid of that, because it's just a feeling. And once you just like let that feeling move through you, just move through you as many times as it needs to, as many times as you feel the pain, until you just don't feel the pain no more when you think about it. And that's literally just how you heal. Like, it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be linear. Everyone has a different experience. But I will say that I feel the one experience we do have in common is to feel. It's to feel that energy. And that's the best way that I can tell you, like, just to give you a stepping stone, you know? But ultimately, you're going to have to figure out how you can take accountability going forward, and how you're gonna move through these feelings. So, you know, moving through these feelings means sorry, so like super big truck going by. But does moving through these feelings involve you focusing on yourself? Does it involve focusing on another area of healing? Does it involve focusing on your friends, your family, your work? What does that look like for you to move through? Exercising, you know, trying to find your purpose, really trying to find your center, going inward, trying to, meditate, going inward, trying to find the joy that you already have and like multiply it, transmute it with this energy that you're feeling, the shame, the guilt, the resentment, the regret that you feel based off of your actions, based off the path that you chose. How are you going to choose to move through that energy? Because it's literally just energy. You just have to get it up and out. And once you get it up and out, like, you're on to the next step. Like, you know, now it's over. You know, and, you know, healing never really stops, but, like, you don't have to put all of your focus onto it. You know, like, in the beginning stages, yeah, that was all I could focus on because there was so much that I had to clear. But, like, now I feel like I'm coming out of that space to where I feel like I can focus on other things too. Like, I can focus on my healing, but I can also go into my joy jar and get things out of there, you know, to compensate. Instead of it just being because I don't have any joy, I'm only able to focus on the darkness. But like now I can focus on the light that I've created too. So I say all that to say that you can choose. You can choose if you want to be obedient. You can choose if you don't want to be, if you want to rebel for the plot. Honey, I'm always doing something for the plot. I'm telling you. Alright, so if you want to work with me one-on-one, we will transmute that shadow into some light that you can use, some light that you can take from your joy jar. If you need a shift in mindset, if you need help achieving your goals, just that motivation, that courage that you and confidence that you need to actually get to where you want to be, then we can do a one-on-one. I have a 6-week and a 12-week program that you can do. And also, if you just need guidance, like one-time guidance, I offer guidance calls as well. 30 minutes to an hour of you know, venting and asking for my advice or whatever, or giving you intuitive guidance on how you can move forward, just kind of helping you get past the hump, you know? So, especially if you're already like on your own healing journey and you know what you're doing, but you just kind of have a hump that you need to get over, something that you're missing, I can help you figure it out. So, with that being said, I pray that you guys receive this message well, and I will see you in the next one.